My power supply is switched off. The oscilloscope is running with the beam across the center of the screen. If I switch the power supply on, with the power supply switched on, we have 5, 10, 15, 16 volts, which is around about where we were with the offload voltage. Very few power supplies can be consistent with the quality of voltage across the load range. If I load this circuit up, we can see the voltage drops down. We saw it on the DC meter. We can now see that the voltage has dropped down to just below the 15 volts. So 5, 10, 15 and down a bit, and the little bumpy bits will take a little bit out of the DC voltage that we saw. So that's bringing us to the 14.9 volts that we recorded on the digital voltmeter. Now I intend to operate the circuit with the coil switched in and move the oscilloscope position so that I can now monitor the voltage being produced across the circuit. Right, so with my probes switched on, I can now switch on and switch off the power supply. I'm now measuring the voltage which is generated across the resistor, so we know that we've got 15 volts coming in. My resistor is dropping the voltage down to around about 4 volts across the coil. If I reduce the current flow through the circuit, then the resistor drops further voltage and the coil has a lower supply again. And when we switch on and switch off, we can determine the effect of the magnetic field on that nice smooth voltage that we had.